Brutal. Brutal. My halftime show, I think, explained my feelings more than anything. This is a call-in show. This is for all of us to, therapy for all of us, I guess. It's frustrating. It's upsetting. The chat wants to fire Billy Napier and the entire staff. And look, I mean, right now, I justify all of those feelings. I'm not defending anybody. He's on his own today. I can't with this. Let me go ahead and bring Cody up in here. Cody?
Yeah, bud. Double loss today. My son lost the Little League game. Same thing, just didn't want it. They thought they were better than what they were. A team that we beat 48-0 3 weeks ago. And they put a clinic on us and just ran it down our throat. So couldn't stop it. Kind of like the Florida game. It's not coaching. It's just player effort. Missed tackles. The defensive line is. I don't even know if they were there. I don't know if they had food poisoning last night. I don't know if they went out and partied last night or what. But that was the most piss poor performance I've seen from a defense since Grantham.
Let's get some.
And there is vodka in this.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk. What's up, dude?
I debated just getting off. I don't know if I want to talk now. Man, that was sad. That was just depressing. I mean, look, I've always loved Billy Napier. I still like him a lot, and I think he's a great recruiter. But man, when you have the same play calling, I feel like the same play design every single week. Now, I'm not a great offensive mind. I don't know jack crap about football, really, when it comes to me going up against coaches. But it just seems like we put out the same offense, the same schemes every single week. We don't switch things up. And then we come on here and we just wonder what's going on. Let's fire everybody. Why are we having the same results in away games? And it's just, I don't know. It's just upsetting. How do you defend it, really?
You can't. And look, Cody, you're getting drugged. I think it's a combination of everything. I think the lackluster of play, the lack of energy, it all falls on coaching. It starts at the top. I can't. And I'm frustrated with the players as well. I mean, yeah. I think Princey looked flat. I think the line looks. I mean, I don't know. The fact that we have to have this conversation of like, where's the ability to get up? I mean, Billy was talking about last week how this team's going to be different. We're not going to have any issues adjusting. Like, you lied to me. You lied to me about that. You lied to me about Eugene Wilson. Like, I don't know what to believe anymore because it's just, we're rambling at this point about, like, I'm not seeing anything. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't, like, you live for this day. If you're at Florida, whether you bleed orange and blue or not, whether you're, care or not, like, you're there. Like, you're still trying to make a career out of this. Like, I just don't feel like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, I mean, I feel like we're all in the same boat that there is lack of energy. And look, I kind of said in the halftime report, is it because Billy energy is carrying through everybody, just like this lack, just kind of nonchalant attitude? Bro, the Kentucky's defense was, I've never seen people move so fast around the football field. It was absolutely insane. They were smashing everybody, slamming everybody. It was unreal. Yeah.
No, I mean, that was also frustrating. Like, when we watched, what was it? I mean, it was like McNeese State and Tennessee, but like when you watched our defense, like Scooby Williams was flying around. We looked, comparable to what Kentucky looked like today. So I don't understand like the player effort, what's going in with away games. Why do we show up at home and we pretend like we're a completely different team in away games? But that's just my frustrations. I'll probably just keep repeating it because it just frustrates me so bad.
Yeah, I know where you're at. Like, mentally, it's just like you're exhausted to even have like a formidable sentence to really express how you're feeling. I mean, there's just everyone's pissed. I mean, and they have every right to be. I am not in the defending the Billy camp right now. I can't. I will not. I refuse to. It's gonna take a few to get me back to believing in this process. Like I said, I think he's done some things great, but. And this isn't to discredit Kentucky either. And I'm probably going to get flack on both ends because that's just the world we live in. But Kentucky has a hell of a football team. I don't think that we can take anything away. Ray Davis is a dog. We knew that from Vandy last year. I was concerned. If you go watch my pre-game analysis, there was 3 things that I was scared of. Mark Stoops, Baby Ray, and I think I said Devin Leary. Yeah, Devin Leary. And those 3 things, in my opinion, slice and dice this. The defense was not one thing I had queued up, but Allie Peak on our morning show said she was nervous of the defense, and it proved to be so.
Yeah, upsetting, but oh well. Hopefully our feet are to the fire now, and people are going to actually do something about it. Hopefully Billy is able to wake up. I don't know, put an offensive coordinator in there, but we'll see. I'll be the most disappointed at this point if they don't make any changes and we just see the same Florida team the rest of the season. I think that's where I'll start to get upset and just kind of stop defending Billy. You know,
I need to see change
this week or anything, but I think for me, where my attitude will change for this season is how our team responds to the rest of the season, how we make changes, including the coaching staff. If they just come out and put out the same offense next week, you know, at this point, like I want to see them absolutely destroy everybody, pull everything they can out, you know, do what they can to dominate every game, even if it is just Vanderbilt and they suck. Or I know we don't have another McNeese State, but if McNeese State was next week as well, like it's just we got to go out there and do what we did to McNeese State after losing to Utah, is go out and prove that this team is different, that they can play, and that our coaching staff can make adjustments.
I don't even care what they're going to do against Vandy because, I mean, that's going to be at home. South Carolina is going to be the next big thing. Look, we got there's plenty of football left. That's their one pro here, but the problem is we don't see any positives.
Your dog got my dog barking.
The pro is we don't see any positives moving forward, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, but Cole, I appreciate it, man, being the number one. There's people lined up to bitch and complain.
Have a good Saturday.
Keep your head up, man. We'll get through this.
Oh yeah.
We got a line here.
It's football, right?
I guess later, buddy. Hold on, Nick. Cole, talk to me, man.
Man, this is a rough game. I ain't gonna lie, man. I thought our defense was good enough to beat them by 20. I really did. This is like Ray Davis. Like I had worries about him, but I thought he would rush for maybe 100, 150.
Oh, you didn't have 300 on your bingo card for Ray Davis?
200 in one night is crazy, bro. I mean, at noon to wake up at 10 in the morning, or probably earlier than that, and then just rush for 200 in 15 minutes is crazy to me. I mean,
I love how you break it down. It's like, buddy just woke, like he just ran out of bed at 10 a.m. It's like, shit, I gotta go rush for 200 in the first half.
It's crazy to me, man.
Buddy's over here like it's 3:30 and I haven't even took my first shit yet.
Right. I mean, for real though, I really, you know, I expected him to get 100, you know, because he's a good running back. I seen him against Vandy last year, but man, to see him to run for 200 in one half is crazy to me. I really expected him to maybe rush for 50 in the first half and break out in the second half when they were trying to come back down by 20, but I didn't expect us to have to come back down by 20.
I think he just rushed for another 30 while you were talking about him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's really crazy, and it's a laughable moment because we're so young in Billy Napier's career, but I mean, it's really kind of scary to think that, like, damn, we kind of got our step moving in the last 3 weeks, and it's kind of taking a huge step back, you know.
Yeah, massive step back. And Tim Bucks here from Sippy Swamp says players reflect the coach. No urgency, no intensity, no fire. That's why the players show no emotions. Billy does everything great except play calling and intensity. That's a fair assessment. I agree. I think that's where
I agree absolutely. I mean, I've been on Billy Napier's back the whole entire time he's been there. Well, Florida fans have been talking bad about him, but I'm kind of taking a step back because it's kind of getting ridiculous here. I mean,
no, it's tough, bro.
Every time we take a step, like take a shot downfield, we seem to get 40 or 50 yards, but then they run the ball for 5 or 6 drives, plays in a row, and it's like, why are we not taking more shots downfield? You know, I mean, when we're down by 20. So
a lot of question marks, man. And again, losing's one thing, and as I said, this is big kind of talking to Cody, but just losing like that is where it's annoying. Yeah. Like, bro, I'm going into halftime just deflated. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's not no try to get back in the game. It's just more try to stay in the game.
How can we get to the next week? Can we get this shit over with? That's how it felt.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
it sucks, man. I mean,
and I've been on your side. I've been on Billy Napier's side the whole entire time until this very week. This week is the last week I kind of try to take a jump back off of Billy Napier's train because it's kind of like, damn. I mean, sure. It's tough for sure.
Well, Coleman, I appreciate you calling in, Bubba. Let me see. Can I get a mullet shake real quick for the boys? Can I get a rattle?
I don't really got a mullet, but I got a lot of hair.
Damn, that bitch came flying out of that thing, man. That thing tucked away. It looked like a mullet coming out the back there. I think you might be onto something if you cut a mullet there. I think that's why we're losing. You need to cut a mullet. You need to get some good things going our direction, Cole.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it, man. Be good, man. Go Gators.
All right, go Gators.
489 strong.
Thanks, Cody. Drop a like, guys. Yes, Mitchell, you were right. You're the smartest person ever. What do you want?
First off, I want to apologize. I came here to apologize on the Tennessee game. I was completely wrong. Tennessee's garbage, as they always are.
You were right this time.
Well, I was half right because I had a hopeful positive for Florida. I thought Florida was actually going to win this game. I thought, Florida was on the uptrend and that they were going to prove that they're good on the road. They're decent on the road, but Billy just hasn't proven that yet. And I'm going to be hesitant to take any road game as a win from here on out until he shows me he can win. But I got a couple more things to say. I think it was mostly this is like a coaching problem, right? There's no reason for this team to be bad on the road, right? Like they're the same players. Like why are they bad on the road? That's got to be a coaching issue. They need to focus on that.
Sometimes it's a very young team, and sometimes you just got to look in and say, "Where's the Brandon Spikes of this class?" Right? Where's the guy? Where's the guy that's going to make the big hit to get this team fired up? I mean, the team wasn't fired up from the get go.
I get what you're saying.
At all.
Who's taking the leadership, right? Like who's taking the reign? But I think we're getting like there's so many points to blame, and when you're trying to find who to blame, it's very simple. It goes to the head of the pack. When you're trying to point the finger, it falls on the top of the top deck because he's not picking somebody to go and be that guy. He's not like that. That's how I look at it. I get what you're saying, Cody, but it starts at the top, but it's not on one person. They're
paying him a lot of money to win games, and that's fine. But at some point, it's you gotta grab your nuts and nut up.
Yeah, but Billy, these are the guys. Cody, these are the guys that he's recruited. These are his guys that he's got on the football field, and if that's what he's going after, then that's what we're looking at. Mitchell, what's up, man? What else you got?
The other thing I had to say was I hear a lot of people complaining about Billy's his attitude and his calm demeanor on the sideline. I personally don't have a problem with that. I follow baseball more than any other sport for Florida. And one of the gripes that I hear through the community is about Sully's demeanor. He can get too high strung, and it causes the players to perform poorly under high stress situations. And, if we were winning a bunch of games, right, and we're going, into the SEC, championship and into the playoff, that could be a benefit to us. So I'm just saying, take that as the flip side of the coin. It could be a benefit to us.
Sully played in the championship.
That's true.
3 months ago.
That's true.
You're always going to have things you can poke and prod at somebody. So that's
exactly.
But I think Billy doesn't have any. I agree. I think his composure is good. I've complimented his composure. But there's a time and a place when you turn it on, and it should be impactful when you turn it on. I don't even know if it exists.
Agreed. I don't know. It was hard to watch, hard game to watch, but you never know. I mean, Kentucky could beat Georgia, and they could be a much better team than we think they are. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm just saying things always turn out to be a little different at the end. So hindsight's 2020. Don't get down on the lost guys. Let's keep our head up, and let's keep watching some Florida football.
Thanks,
Mitchell.
That's all I gotta say. I appreciate it, Bo.
Yep. All right. See you guys.
See you, buddy.
See you.
Boy. These ebbs and flows, boy.
I love that you're suited up, Todd. You could have easily burned your clothes 5 minutes after the game.
Right, man, but I'm finna get so much flack at work. Boy, it's about to be.
This is what people don't realize, man. Like, we talk so much shit. Like, we're over here, bro. We're watching the game going, fuck, I gotta go to work on Monday.
Right.
Imagine me, bro. The comments, the shit I be talking, bro. My skin is it's callous at this point. I gotta just learn to just keep on moving on with it because it is what it is. But it's brutal, man.
We done moved on from an inconsistent quarterback to get an inconsistent whole team. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It hurts, man.
Break. The special team was the best thing on the market today.
I was thinking that too. I said, well, hey, our special team showed up, so that was good. Right. Outside the jump over punt, that was weird.
Somebody questioned that. I didn't even know that was a thing until today.
Yeah, I didn't either. Apparently, the refs gonna screw us any way they can.
That was not the ref. We sucked there. $20
we
from Jimmy.
Did that though, but
says, why did Billy not call timeout in the last 4th down play to get the best play call? That is Billy play calling. He's the solo issue. Also, baseball is a concentration. Football is aggressive and skill. I could care less why Jimmy didn't or why Billy didn't call a timeout in the last play. But thank you for the $20, Jimmy. I do appreciate that. That helps with the pain. I love your demeanor, Todd. It's just everyone's just somber. Like it's so bad. Like it's bad when you're not even mad. You know what I mean? Right. It's like I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. It's like I think it's when you're mad at your kid. What's that?
Yeah, I said it's 3 in a row now, ain't it?
3 in a row.
Whew.
You don't have to remind us, Todd. Right. But
I drove. I drove my ass down there last year, and I almost bought tickets last minute to this game because it's closer to me. I live in Indiana, and thank God I didn't go.
Yeah, true.
Shelton would have had to send the rescue team out for me.
I moved to Atlanta, so I was thinking about going.
Well, I'm glad you stayed home, Todd.
Well, yeah, nah.
So you don't live? Yeah. You lived here because you came to the watch party. You don't live around here anymore.
Yeah, I don't live in Jacksonville no more.
Oh shit!
It's been a minute since I called in though, but you know.
I mean, you could have called in at a better day, Todd. You know, we could have had a better moment.
Yeah, that's all I was like, man, I should have just called in on the Tennessee win.
Tennessee game. Yeah. Well, look, man,
it's gonna be that bad today.
You and me both, Todd. I think that's just where where I'm frustrated at. But I appreciate you calling in again. The somberness is spot on. Hopefully, we'll have some better luck. Please call in on a more of well, if we have the ability. If we have the ability to be sure to call in.
Book it. We're gonna beat Georgia though. All right.
That's a hot take. Damn, Todd.
And then leaves. Leaves.
Just sorely in our eyes. That's the hottest of hot takes.
Do we not have some of the best fans ever?
Clint, I've seen you in the green room, dude, just walking around outside your house. I feel like you're your kid. Obviously, the wife kicked you out, or you kicked one of your kids, if you have any kids, because clearly you're going through it.
Let me tell you, no, he's asleep and she's asleep. They're taking naps. I was at a little birthday party today, and all my Georgia buddies were texting me, talking shit. And Shelton, I have to tell you, I said something today I shouldn't have, but I said, I hope the Braves lose in the first round of the playoffs.
So the Gators win today?
No, I said they were talking shit like y'all suck and all that. I was like, I hope the Braves lose playoffs. I'm just mad. It is what it is. I took it back.
Okay. Take it easy. Are you a Braves fan?
Yeah. I don't watch. You got to buy some raggedy Cody cable here to watch the Braves now, and you got to have good internet. It's stupid. So
I hear you.
I work for UPS, so it's hard to. I don't get home
to
watch. Yes, sir.
Me too. Unfortunately.
So how you feeling, Clint? Were you angry? You mad? You sad? You all of the above?
No.
Disappointed.
I'm ready to see that post game conference or like whatever his little speech. It's on me. This is on me. I need to shut up.
We're gonna execute.
Yeah,
we gotta.
We didn't execute.
We didn't execute very well.
Oh, we didn't. Shut up, Billy.
When it goes live, hey, just so you guys know, when it goes live, I will play it on here, so you don't need to leave. We'll stream it up here, so don't go anywhere. I got it queued up, ready to go. Cody, keep your eyes on that. When it goes live, we're gonna queue it up here. We're gonna ride through this together, boys. This is gonna be a team effort here. If our team doesn't want to play on the football field, we're gonna play off the field. Okay, we're gonna be a cohesive unit off the field as best as we can.
That's the best thing about this is you take a hard loss and you got the boys at high top with some mental help to get you through this.
Clint, that head rub, That head rub, it just says it all, dude.
Do you think the win against Tennessee was just luck or what?
No, I think Tennessee's a terrible team.
I think they're not. I think Joe Milton is a fraud. But I also think, look, I mean, I think we have the ability to do it. I just think I don't know. I don't know. I can't even have like a legitimate conversation about it anymore because I have no clue what that was.
Yeah.
I wish I knew. Yeah,
it's terrible. It's terrible. And look at this. How do you flip your camera? Can you flip the camera?
Yeah,
you can just turn the phone around.
No, you can't.
You can just turn the phone around.
Look at this shit in my yard. Damn,
who put that there?
My wife. My wife.
You should have married better.
You had the shirt. You called on your shirt off last Tennessee game, didn't you?
No, it was on. Maybe I don't know. Last time I did have to apologize. I was
Yeah, wasn't that because I was driving. Didn't he call in with his shirt off last time? He was in the front door. I recognize the front door.
Yeah.
Lit.
Yeah. Hey, well, you know what?
Today. We are depressed today.
Cheers.
Hey, you need to go try that.
What is that?
Making beer fall line.
I don't think that's hard enough for what I need right now. USC gets it done, but only wins by 7. Nail biter. Did not cover, so I lost that one too. I love it here.
Can y'all send me a how to make a noose so I can like?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Cody, what did I text you? What did I text you before the show?
I said, hey, you know, we got to do a call-in show. We have to, and he goes, can't, busy. I'm making a noose. I'm like, stop.
I'm about to take my ladder and go jump off the damn roof or something.
All right, don't do that.
We can do it. Hey,
we got to see you next week.
Like the girls on TikTok.
It's gonna be okay.
Clint, I appreciate you, man. Go get some rest.
Y'all be good. Hey, go live on that Billy conference, whatever.
Yeah, I got it ready to go.
All right, see you.
Yeah, but
what's up, man?
Are you working?
Yeah, dude. Some bullshit.
That looks like a UPS too.
Nah, dude. Furniture store, rooms to go, warehouse.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Yeah, looks like my work. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, dude, man. So I've been watching the game while at work, dude, and I'm just like, all right. So I moved to Georgia a year ago. I'm moving back, so don't worry. But
okay,
all I hear this in my ear all day. I'm like, oh my god, I know. We fucking suck. Sorry, didn't mean to cuss.
No, you're good.
Yeah,
dude, I fucking
believable,
dude. Need an offensive coordinator, man. I think he's just putting too much on his plate. Just time management looked atrocious. Like, there's just, I don't know, dude. It looked bad. Mertz didn't look great. He had an overthrow in the first on where he was leading his receiver. That could have been a touchdown if it was on point, or at least 30, 40, 50-yard throw. The
Boardingham pass was high.
Yes. Yeah, it was.
I think it had to be though. That was a good pass. That had to be. But yeah, the other one, he had two missed throws. I don't know if it was. I mean, Mertz did look a little razzled, but I mean, when I would see the behind the quarterback, just the routes, the wide receivers just they look like they're getting quick off their cuts, and it felt like we would have 16 guys going streaks and one guy doing a slant. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, dude. And there was once where he was. I don't remember where I played, but he was running to the right. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I said he was running to the right, and the receiver just kind of like stood there, like go downfield a little bit, get open. Like why? Are you, like the end of his route, and he's just standing there.
Yeah, I agree.
He threw, I think it was the first or second quarter. He threw it pretty high to a guy, and he kind of fumbled it. It was the first interception, right? That's something we got to hold on to. I know it was a little high, but it was in his hands. And I played high school ball, and coaches, if it's in your hands, it's your ball. He never had full control, like even before he got hit. So if he would have had full control, got hit and then knocked out, kind of different story. I don't know, and just lack of discipline on that line. Those false starts, those offsides.
How many false starts do we have this year?
Too many.
We got to be leading
at
college football.
At one point, we had 61 yards of total offense and 51 yards in penalties. So that's good. That was solid. These things were consistent. Good follow up from last week. I was really happy to see that. Look, I hate to be negative. I really do, because I was literally last night on the show. They're like, why for the reason for optimism? That's just kind of my personality. I try to always look at the glass half full kind of thing. But when I'm down bad, and I'm having a hard time being positive. And look, we have the guys on the show, and we talk to the players, so I always have that part of me too. It's like, hey, like, don't be too much of a dickhead, because you do talk to these guys. But damn, I'm fucking fired up, man. And I just would like to see that translate to the field from the players a little bit more too.
And I mean, honestly, Devin Leary didn't do good. Like,
no.
We just couldn't stop.
He didn't have to. Ray Davis
was one dimensional.
565 yards. He didn't have to.
Dude, I mean, in the first half, he had like 30 yards passing. Like,
if that.
I just don't know. It was just crazy.
They did what Florida is trying to be. That's what we hope to be.
Yeah.
And
they literally took our playbook, our blueprint, and were like, hey, this is how it's supposed to look. So I don't know.
And I don't know, dude. It's just like we were trying to keep running it up the middle. Like, do a jet sweep, throw it to the outside handoff, something.
Did Eugene Wilson even step on the field once today?
Didn't even flex his toe.
That was my other point too, and I feel like that would have helped, because if Eugene's, then they're either going to double Eugene or double Ricky
Pearsall.
Yeah, so then we have a receiver open, and unfortunately, right now it seems like those are only two guys. But and then we got a rookie making a rookie mistake on that. He jumped over the line, but I think that's just experience. I think it's good that he got that experience. I'd rather him make it while we're kind of down than when we're on a championship.
Good call there, Ezra. I appreciate you calling in from work. Shout out to Rooms to Go. They want to sponsor the show. Let them know.
Hey, appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good day, man.
Nick,
you too, man. Thank you.
Nick Myers back, and he's
let me get Nick in here. You're right. Look, guys, there's a lot of people here waiting. We're trying to get through everybody. I appreciate you guys' patience. I appreciate you also calling in.
What's up?
I love just bringing everybody in.
Bad news Bears are back. Bad news Bears are back.
Bad news Bears are back, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, I don't think there's enough strippers and long nights for you to get through this, is there?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. First things first. Don't let Coochie Boy on the fucking plane. Uber him back to Gainesville and clear out his shit at the house. Clear him out.
Coochie. Is that Billy?
No.
Or Couch.
Coochie. That's his name. Coochie.
Okay.
He needs to be gone. And on this, the UF beat writers, they need to step on Billy's neck in this post game.
That's a good point.
Well, we know old boy will.
Who?
Mark Long.
Mark Long.
Oh yeah, but like Nick Delatorre and all them, they need to step on his neck. Like, there is a lot of questions out in this fan base that need answers. Like, that game was horrendous.
Nick, I get what you're saying, but they can revoke a media pass very quick, and they're not gonna do it. They're just not.
That's irritating. And another thing, those route concepts that we got are horrible. We're running routes before the sticks on fourth down.
I think the biggest thing for me is so we know that Mertz likes to roll out to the right. Mm-hmm. He rolls out, he boots right, and they're just standing there. Like, the receivers just, okay, I did my route, and they just stand. They don't flow with him.
Yeah. And I also think that Mertz is checking down a little too quick.
Watching him read his progressions too concerned me. Like, he did not look like the Mertz. I mean, he had a rough game too. Don't get it twisted. But again, the run game was ineffective, and what has to do with that? I don't know if the offensive line, there's just the trust there. But I mean, that D line was swallowing us whole. I mean, they were rushing forward, getting to it. It looked like the Lions versus the Packers, honestly, on that line. That's how it looked to me.
He was not comfortable at one step.
And again, I do want to preface this. Like, I think Kentucky, and I'm not trying to excuse the Billy or any of the loss, but I think Kentucky is a legit, real deal of a football team and has a real legitimate threat of threatening the East. I think Will Levis was great last year, but they had some holes. I think they were able to make some huge upgrades in the transfer portal, which is, again, Kentucky is not the Kentucky of past. And I think it's going to be a while till we get back to that 30-year run with the portal and NIL. Things are going to be much more even. And again, we haven't been to Florida of what people think we are for over a decade. And it's allowed for these teams. Did you not see the little graphic at the bottom of the screen? The longest SEC tenured coaches. Saban was number 1. Stoops was number 2. Then Kirby. Then Jimbo Fisher. Like, just process that. The longest tenured coaches in the SEC. Nick Saban is the only one that kind of rings the bell. The rest of those, I mean, and then Mark Stoops obviously has been there for 10 plus years now. But Kirby and Jimbo are 3 and 4. And now Kirby's going on his 8th year. But Jimbo's what, 3 years in? 4 years in?
4.
Just kind of, yeah, just kind of think like, I mean, that's where it has to get to. It's not going to be just this quick turnaround. And those are, I mean, arguably those top 3 teams now are looking to be the most competitive. Anyways, A&M not so much, but
I do say this. Everybody's wanting to fire Billy right now, and I get it. It's a knee jerk reaction, but he can still recruit. We're getting top talent, so you can't
Cody,
I
love your energy, buddy, but I their feelings are completely warranted at this point. Like I'm usually reading the comments, and I can't even read the comments of like, no, it's an overreaction. Like it's not an overreaction.
It's a young team, though.
I understand that, but again, it's the things that it's not. It's the things that you're messing up on. You have control over. Like the Dijon jumping over the line. Like, yeah, that's a young thing. That's just a mistake. That's cool. I can sign that off on that. But when you see lack of preparation, when you're being out coached, when out talented, that's a little bit due to youth and just time, etc. But everything that we saw today, in my opinion, is in their control. What does Billy always talk about? We're gonna focus on what's in our control. Everything that we fucking sucked at today was 1,000% in our control, and we could have moderated a little bit more. And that's where I'm starting to get frustrated because time management has been a thing we've talked about since last year, and I've defended that. Fuck that. Sucked on that.
Special teams is terrible.
Special teams, play calling, right? Just bro, we're 3rd and 5, and we run the ball straight to the Great Wall of China. Like we haven't ran it all day, and then it's 3rd and 5. We have to execute. You're like, you know what? Here, all right, Trevor, do you, buddy? Well, fuck you. I haven't got my feet warmed up all day, and then you want me to go make a 3rd and 5 run? No,
so
look.
Do you think Bill? So what do we do? Fire Billy and go get somebody else?
I'm not saying that, but look. The people are frustrated. I'm not going to defend them saying that. Look, okay. I don't have an answer. I agree. You need there probably needs to be time, but look, the problem is if I don't start seeing changes, you just keep hitting your head against the wall. Then yeah, like okay, like that's right. Look, if you keep hitting your head against the wall and I'm not seeing progress, I'm going to start going, well. Cool, great recruiting class, but are you just gonna come in and bounce your head against the wall with this talented team too? Like,
yeah, I
don't know. Well, give me your closing thoughts, Nick. I got a lot of guys waiting, man. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I'm kind of on that Fire Billy train now.
Yeah, look, and I get it, man. Like there's only so many things you can see where you're just like, yeah, like I love the recruiting class. That's exciting, and I love it. But if you can't coach the talent on the football field, what are we doing here? Because look, we have a top 15. Talent team wise, we have more talent according to 247 than Kentucky, according to 247. So the talent's there, young, but the talent is there.
It's just like what we make fun of Texas A&M for. They bring in all these good classes and they never do anything with it. It's kind of like falling in that same category right now.
Yep.
And I'm over it. Really, the only thing that can help us out right now is bring Urban Meyer back. And Billy needs some fire under his ass on me. Billy needs some fire on his ass on the sidelines. When players fuck up, wring their neck out.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I do agree with that.
Yeah, grab that motherfucker by the face mask and tell him.
Yeah,
don't just sit there and pat his ass. But I'll let everybody else get in here. I'm real shit, so I'm gonna go.
I appreciate it, big guy.
Thanks,
Good
Nick.
See you, man.
I got another thing. How's that computer generator bet pick thing going for you?
It's awful, Nick. It's a fucking shit show today, dude. We're getting slaughtered left and right. Dustin's in here. We'll get him in here to defend it here in a minute, but it's a brutal day here, boys. It's not good. Not doing well. You could at least said bye. Oklahoma Gator.
Hey, what's going on, Sheldon?
What's going on, man? Talk to me.
Oh man, that was rough, wasn't it?
I don't know if there's a word to describe what we just witnessed, Bo.
I mean,
fucked with no lube. That's what that was.
Why can't we go on the road, man, and just come out flat every fucking time? It's ridiculous.
I can't even use the on the road excuse because we looked a little bit like this against Charlotte last week.
It was a carryover from the second half of the Charlotte game. I was kind of worried about that after seeing the way we looked in the second half. I was like, fuck, I hope we don't go to Kentucky and come out flat. And well, we did.
It was kind of a carryover from the second half of the Tennessee game.
Yeah.
It kind of goes, you know what I mean? Like if you think about it, it goes that far back.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. I'm not on the fire Billy, but something's got to be done, man. We got to get an offensive coordinator, and there's got to be some adjustments made. He's got to get his ego in check.
I agree. I think we need some change. And again, I think there's a lot of things that Billy does well, and I think that's what we're kind of bought in on. Like, when I've talked to people that work behind the scenes, that work hand in hand with Billy, they like what he's doing. They like what he's able to put on the football field. And I think he does a good job putting the right people around him outside of this game. And we've believed in Austin Armstrong thus far, right? So he went and got Austin Armstrong. Billy Gonzalez is on the sideline. I think Ethan Callaway is something that they might look into. Rob Sale and that offensive line crew, I'm a little questionable on that. I was high on that, having 2 offensive linemen. But again, it is a mixed match O-line. I don't know, but I agree. I think, look, you're just going through coaches week in and week out. You know, is that the right answer? I don't know. I want to see something through, but I can't see the same thing week in and week. I need to see progress. That's where I'm going to start losing my patience.
Yeah, no, I agree. And that's my deal. If you keep firing off, head coaches, and we just keep bringing in the next guy, and then we fire him, bring in the next guy, we never build nothing. I like Napier. I like, his structure. I like the way, he recruits and all that. But, man, something's got to change on the football field because this is ridiculous. I mean, it was embarrassing. I got 4 hours sleep last night, got to work a 12-hour shift here in a little bit. And I was like, fuck, I got up for this.
And look, so like just like that, that mentality right there. It's like, look, like we fans love this shit. Like we're sleeping 2 hours, doing drugs before the game to get hyped up. I don't know, whatever. You know what I mean? And we're just like, well, it sucks, man. Like this is what we live for, right? Like we're fanatics. We're crazy. This is why I love being a Gator fan, because it is like what Tyreek Sapp said. When you win, you're the national championship. Look how we were after Tennessee. But now that you lost, you don't get the fucking smoke.
Yeah.
Like it is a toxic relationship for sure. If you check my Facebook status, it says it's complicated, and for damn sure it is.
When I listened to Tyreek Sapp talk on y'all's show the other day, I was like, fuck, there's some fire, some passion there, but then you get on the football field and we're just flat. And I'm like, well, where is that?
I don't know. I don't know how. I mean, I love Tyreek, but one guy can't really carry it over everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was listening to you during the halftime. You said, what did you say? You said, feel like we had a whole bunch of Billies out there with the, the cool, calm demeanor. I was like, yeah, I can see that because that's exactly how we're playing.
Yeah, it just like his demeanor has carried. And look, what's funny is Cody sent me the interview with Mertz saying it reminds me of Billy. I sent it to my buddy. He said it reminded me of Billy. And then people were retweeting and go, oh, look, it's Billy reincarnated. I don't mind that having that in a quarterback, but it seems
I don't need that in my defense.
Infectious. Yeah, it's been infectious across everybody.
Yeah, and that was, going into the game, that was our strong point. Like the defense was playing with a little bit of energy and passion. They were flying all over the field. We were getting tackles. And then today it was just kind of like, where is it?
Off. And it's, I tell you, Austin Armstrong was ripping them a new one.
Yeah.
So if the players aren't showing up to play, that's not Austin Armstrong. I don't think we shit can Austin Armstrong. I think he's going to be a phenomenal defensive coordinator. I think that.
Oh yeah.
Overall, it happens. This is football. It's a bad day. They came out flatter than a shook up Coke.
Yeah. No, I'm big on Austin Armstrong. I love the guy. I love his energy, and I'd really like to see Napier show some of that, but I don't think he will. I don't believe that's his style of coaching.
Absolutely. Well, Oklahoma Gator man, I appreciate you getting up. I appreciate you calling in. I apologize that you're gonna have a shitty night due to your lack of sleep.
Oh yeah. Hey, I appreciate y'all taking my call, man. I love y'all's content, man. Y'all keep it up.
Appreciate that, man. Look, and we're all here. We're all here to get. Hey, air hug, Oklahoma Gator, right here.
Hey, no doubt.
Shout out to the no sleep crew, Oklahoma Gator. I went to bed at 5:30 this morning. I work nights, and I was back up at 9. I haven't been to bed since.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Y'all take it easy.
Be good, man.
See ya.
Oops. Hold on, Joshua. You're not up. Sorry, the thing slid over.
What's up?
You tell me, Bubba.
Man, I'm starting to get annoyed. Even my buddies, they're not Florida fans. I live in South Carolina, so I hang out with a bunch of Clemson fans. They're like, man, y'all look dangerous deep, but y'all why won't y'all throw it deep? Like we had like 3 deep plays that
looked good. Yeah, there was promise to it.
Yeah, I wish. There's got to be variety. He talks about, when Armstrong came in, he talked about, being multiple on defense. Well, I'd like to see being multiple on offense. not just trying to run it up the one gap every time, like maybe move, have some outside runs, like some toss plays. I mean, ETN is quick. That he can get shifty, he can get quick, and we do a couple end arounds here and there, but man, I mean, we were getting destroyed on the inside line, and we just kept running up the middle on like 2nd and 7, 3rd and 5, and then the pre-snap penalties. I mean, you can't drive down the field. And when there's a pre-snap penalty every drive, you get a little bit of momentum. It's like 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6, and you get a false start. It's ridiculous. We just got behind, and then we're panicked. We look panicked on offense coming out in the second half. It's ridiculous, man. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, sorry, man. Yeah. My wife came in with a little man. Yeah, I think you're spot on. I think, look, again, going back to the deep balls, there was some opportunities where we should have been able to get down the field better. But I don't know. When kind of what you were talking before, when you don't know who to blame, it's like you're trying to pinpoint what was wrong or where the mishap were. Like I felt like after the Utah game, I felt a little more in control because it was like, hey, like we just fixed these things, we're good. Leaving this game, I'm like, I don't know anymore. I don't know where to point. I don't even know where to start. That's how. If I'm Billy, I come on the press conference. This is how I handle it. This is how mad respect. Hey, we fucking sucked. I don't know what the hell we're doing. I don't know what's gonna happen. I gotta get back to Florida and figure this shit out because the way that we're headed right now is not where we need to be. He's not going to, but I would like that. It would make me happy inside.
Yeah, it feels worse than Utah because Utah, we knew it was wrong. It was penalties and special teams, but now it's like everything was wrong today.
Special teams, penalties, and offense. Why not throw the I mean, why not try Mazzell, Gene, and Wilson? Why just not try it? Why not put in an all freshman package just to change it up a little bit, change the tempo up? I mean, you got a guy that has Olympic speed in Mazzell.
Just hand him the ball. I don't know. I was thinking this too, bro. Napier skipping his press conference. He may have got tackled after the fact. I'm looking too. It seems pretty long, right? That it hasn't popped on yet.
Yeah, I'm also with Shelton when he came on at halftime. Like, where the hell is Eugene at? You're gonna list him as a starter, and I don't get to see the man. The man's, I mean, hopefully he ends up being like a Gator legend because dude was electric in that first drive against Tennessee.
Oh, so fun.
But where was he? You're gonna list him as a starter, and then he doesn't even come out. Where was he?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. that irritated me too. Auburn just picked off Carson Beck. But Jacob, man, I appreciate you calling in, man. I appreciate you waiting all the way from South Carolina. Tell your Clemson fans that they suck too, so that no need for you to hold your head.
Yeah, I've done plenty of that today. So
I like the
they
jersey.
They thought they're trash. I'm like, y'all are 3-2 as well. So
true.
All righty, guys. I appreciate it.
Be good,
appreciate
man.
you.
Thank you.
All right, peace.
All right. What the fuck, Sorley?
Oh, hold on. Let me preface this first, guys.
Long drive home.
Q Lee, you were right, my man. I apologize. All right.
Big words there from
Hey,
Sorley. That's not easy.
Pride comes before the fall, and I'm too damn big to be falling, so I'll go ahead and eat my crow now.
What happened? You were there, Sorley. What happened?
Bro, I told you last night. It's gonna be fucking wild today, didn't I?
You did.
It was crazy last night.
Was it loud in there?
Yeah, it was fucking loud. It was loud as shit. Like, but that's still
swamp loud.
It doesn't explain Napier calling a goddamn run up the middle on 3rd and 7 when they got 8 in the fucking box.
You know why? Because he can't see the fucking line because he's standing on the sideline. That's what I was trying to explain earlier. He can't see shit.
I'm gonna be honest with
you. He's not in the box where the OC usually is.
Look, I got my ass up, and I went and drank a couple beers with some Kentucky folks, so I didn't get my ass beat on the way out of there. They were pissed off at us for some reason. But yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know where to go from here. I don't think firing Billy's the answer, but he's gonna have to get an OC, or he'll be gone next year. So
I agree, man. Well, you got a long ride home, Sorley.
Yep. Yeah, I just wanted to call, apologize to Q Lee, like a man.
Respectable.
You know what
Respectable.
I
I
mean?
think Q appreciate. I mean, I don't know if Q even wanted it. I don't think Q wanted to be right. He said thank you.
No, he wanted to be right. I don't think Primetime's the answer either. So y'all cut that shit off. But I'm gonna be listening to you on the ride back, and fucking A. I'm definitely not. Later, guys.
Later,
I appreciate
bud.
you, man. Let me get Dustin in here really quick. Dustin, your model, put it in my butt and turn it around. Dustin, what's up?
Oh man, yeah. Now again, like I was saying yesterday, the model is putting out a projection for the likelihood of something happening. So, if something's 55% likely, the thing that's 45% likely can also happen. So
No,
it's a
that's
challenge.
not how the model's supposed to work, Dustin. Bro, I was feeling good. I came into this 3-0. I had BYU. I used that extra money to put on another parlay. You were telling me how hyping it up all week, all night. I was in a honeymoon stage last night. I called my buddy Ricky this morning. I was like, "Yo, we found the cheat code. Maybe we're bad luck. Maybe it's me. Maybe who would have thought? Who would have thought?"
Hey, I still feel great about it. The model's gonna do great today. By the time it's all said and done, you're gonna look at it and be like, man, this model knew something. It didn't know everything, but it knew something.
The parlay, parlays are for suckers. So it's not your fault. It's the parlay fault. I said if we went in there and bet, $10 on every game, if we come out on top, it's a W. And I think you're right. I think we still would do that. But I'm trying to get rich quick. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I mean, some of these parlays. I mean, obviously, I think Colorado has a better chance of winning the Natty than some of these parlays coming through.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair assessment.
I mean, if you really think about it. But
it's a lot of teams trying to do the right things.
I feel good about it, man. The model's not the concern. The concern right now is our ability to scheme up offense. And man, the defense threw an L this week. I was really expecting the defense to put out a showing, and they did not. So we got to get back to the drawing board somehow.
I agree.
We do. They're saying play the presser, but it's not on yet. I don't see it.
Yeah, there's some tweets that went through. It sounded like Billy was saying something, but I'm not sure if it got televised.
My biggest question is like, usually, if the defense has a bad game, the offense will kind of pick them up, or if the offense is having a bad game, like like we've seen it before, where the defense bails you out. The whole damn team had a bad fucking game. The whole team. So that's concerning. That's the biggest thing. It's like, Mert can't say, "Listen, guys, listen, Pearsall, listen, Douglas, like we're going deep. Like this is how it's going to be." At one point, I mean, Anthony Richardson got to call the plays last year. He, Napier talked about like he's like head coach number 2. So what's the deal? Like, is Mertz not allowed to call plays and he has to constantly check it down? Like, are we being too safe? It almost feels Kirk Cousins, Minnesota Vikings-esque. That's what it feels like to me. And you're going to win some games. You ain't going to win the big ones like that, though.
Yeah, I mean, Mertz he's not an elite quarterback, but he's serviceable. And he's good enough to get the dub for the Gators.
He's better than serviceable, I think, for what he has around him. But it doesn't help when he's 1st and 15, 1st and 20, because the offensive line doesn't know the snap count.
Exactly.
How does that even happen?
That's a problem, and that special teams penalty with the jumping. I mean, you got to teach that. I mean, look.
I didn't know that was a thing.
In his defense, I didn't know it was a rule. Okay, but at the end of the day, we're not playing the game. These guys are playing the game. And if you're playing football for the University of Florida, if you're on special teams, you need to know every special teams rule in that rule book. And if that's a rule, you better not do that, because that costs us.
For sure.
That costs us big time.
Absolutely.
You got to know your stuff, and that's coaching.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying it comes down to coaching. That's not to John. He's just trying to make a play and be effective. And again, it's one of those freak things. I mean, it was more of that's nitpicky. That wasn't the ending. I mean, that hurt. That was one of those like mistakes.
No,
that stop turned that penalty turned into a touchdown. Literally, the next play was a touchdown. So 250
yards on the ground, because it felt LSU-esque. You remember that game that LSU game.
Yeah, I saw somebody tweeted the photo. Said it's the same.
It was like
same person.
2021, 2022. They just ran it down our throat. That's what it felt like again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Dustin, I appreciate you, man.
Ray Davis destroyed us.
We'll reconvene and take a look at the model overall. We'll still believe in it. It's just not parlay proof. Not parlay proof for me, anyways.
Hey, man, one of these days it's gonna take a while, but one of these days the parlay is gonna hit, and we're all gonna be screaming and shouting.
That's true. And when it does,
like
you'll hear about it. I love it. Thanks, Dustin. See you, Bubba.
Yeah, go Gators.
Go Gators, man.
Oh man, I'm not even mad. I'm just like what you said earlier. I'm just disappointed, especially with just kind of just talk of our defense the past couple of weeks, and just to see how such a fast start Kentucky got off in the first quarter. Man, and the defense is young, so it's like it's hard not to be super critical of them because they are just really young, but. Man, just so disappointing. And then I don't understand the point of not putting Trey Wilson out there if he's listed as a starter. Andy Jean, I really like Andy Jean. I think he needs to start, definitely play more. He seems to, be good at getting open. But yeah, that was just hard to watch.
Very hard to watch.
I agree.
And Auburn just scored. They're up 10-0 against Georgia.
Yeah, I'm watching that too.
Nice to see them be able to. I'm watching this, and again, I watched a lot of that game last week, and this is what this is what you should expect to see, like a change, right?
Yeah.
Some adjustments being made, and I don't know.
Yeah, and then I'm totally in agreement with you with the whole, calling plays from the sideline. It's not like like basketball. Like there's only 10 people on the court. When you're on the field, you're looking at 22 people on the field, and so. At the angle where he's calling the plays, I don't know how you have a good, understanding of, where everyone's at from the sideline. So,
well, they have a spotter like NASCAR beaming down to him. That's what it is.
Yeah, but you got so you're communicating. The spotter's communicating to Billy, and Billy's going to Graham. Like if you're the offensive mind, you should go up there so you can see what's happening and adjust accordingly. Like, sure, the spotter can tell you one thing, but seeing it and like, all right, like when I went to the Tennessee game, I was up high looking down, and man, you can see everything. It's like watching it on TV to a certain extent. Like, I don't like going to the games and being like, everyone's like, oh, I'm on the 50, like super low, like that sucks. You can't see shit. Like, I like being up there, like being able to see the game. So,
I'll say this: even in some very established programs in high school, the OC is calling, and DC usually is calling the play from the box in high school, and we just don't have that, and it's biting us in the ass.
Yeah,
Billy is still not gone live, which is very strange to me. I don't know what's what's going on.
Yeah, Billy, not really showing any emotion. I'm kind of in agreement with you. Like, I kind of like how even keel he is, but there's certain points like in that game where you kind of need to spark the team. And so it's just, every time they show him on the sideline, it's just like this even keel. And I'm just like, man, like, can you just show some emotion? Like just some to get
get a little,
get angry. Like, I'm not like, I don't want him to be like cussing someone out or breaking clipboards, but just something to kind of just give the offense, just juice and life. And, cause that's what we needed. We needed like some momentum, and yeah, just tough day to be the Gator.
He got fined last year. Can we get that Billy back?
What did he get fined for?
He got fined for cursing at the ref. He got a
the Utah game.
Was it Utah?
Oh, what? The Utah game last year?
I think.
Yeah, last year. Yeah, he got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against him. Can we get that guy back?
Huh, I didn't know that, but
or did Strickland say we don't do that here? Like he was fired up.
I'm trying to see
something, just some emotion, just because it almost looks like, and I don't want to say like he doesn't care, because I'm sure he really does care, but it just kind of comes off like he doesn't care, especially like in these pressers, like right after the game, and it's like this just calm demeanor, and I'm just like, man, like Like, you're not upset at all that you just got embarrassed? Like,
well, no coach likes to talk to media. None of them. Like,
no, I know, but I mean,
like
at least,
Belichick,
kind of show the
Belichick
fans that.
doesn't say anything, and
They're saying
he's
a presser
one.
happened 45 minutes ago, but I don't see it anywhere.
They didn't televise it then.
Well,
which it can happen. It's at Kentucky.
Yeah,
True.
maybe. But yeah. But hey, I mean, keep doing what you guys are doing. I love your guys' content. Been a subscriber here for a while, so
Appreciate it, man.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
Go Gators.
Go Gators.
Man. Alrighty here. Michael, you wait a long time, man. Talk to me.
Billy knows something we don't. That's why he's not live streaming the pressers on road games. He already knows he's going to lose going into it.
You think that's what it is?
Dude, this game was we're back to 13 men on a run play. They score. Okay, 13 they don't score. I get it. But 13 guys on the field and they still score. Like they need to hire somebody from Harvard that can count to 11 and stay up in the press box and just be up there to only count. Like, that's what they need to hire.
You're thinking straight to Harvard, like no MIT or like just
this
straight to.
This is game 4, and it's happened every game. Every game we've had one of those.
Or 10. We only had 10 guys on the field.
We had 10 penalties today. 10.
Most of them are offsides.
Yeah, most of them offsides, which I think the fourth down was bullshit. That should have been against Tennessee. That was encroachment. But he needs to hire an offensive coordinator. There's no way around it. There's zero sense of urgency, it seems. Like, the third quarter, they threw the ball. It worked. And then fourth quarter, right when it started, run. Like, he won't get out of his own way. It's like he wants his system to work, and he won't change it no matter what the outcome is.
Can I say this real fast, though? This is where I do like Billy Napier over Mullen. So if there's a problem, those guys are going to get shit canned. Like,
real quick. So I've got Edgar Thompson here. He is tweeting out. So Caleb Douglas is out for a significant time with a lower leg injury. Billy Napier said, Billy Napier in Kentucky's run game, 300 to the ground. That's not who we are and who we want to be. We're going to get it fixed. Okay. Napier says we've got to take a good look in the mirror from an operational standpoint. Same bullshit as always. Coach Billy Napier, that's my job to have this full team ready to play. We weren't physically ready. All parts of the game, they were more effective. Not a lot of positives out of today. That was basically it.
Did they say anything about play calling?
No, and
I
heard
they asked like a specific. They didn't write it. They said they'll make a whole article about it. But I heard somebody directly asked about play calling, and I want to know what he said about that.
Oh, be behind a paywall probably.
Yeah, I heard because I just read it on one of the sites. They were like, somebody asked about. He said they don't want to paraphrase, so they're actually going to write an article on it.
I will say though, at the end of this year, Billy's going to be there, and I think that.
I don't want him fired. I don't want him fired. I think
if there's one thing I can say about this, obviously the defense was absolutely atrocious with Patrick Toney last year. I think he got the little wink, wink, nod, nod. You need to go find another job, and we get Austin Armstrong. So I think that, and I do think that Billy Napier is going to evaluate and look in the mirror, and next year we will probably have an OC. We will probably have a new special teams coordinator, and we will probably have a new O-line coach.
If
I'm
Chris
just throwing it
Couch
out
is
there.
fired by tonight, there's some then is like until Mullen, like I get the wink, wink, nudge, nudge, but until like Mullen's thing was he held on until it was too late. Then he tried last ditch effort to save it. That's why he fired half his staff. Week 8 or whatever, he just did a last ditch effort until Billy does a straight up firing. Hey, you're gone for underperforming. I'm not gonna believe it till I see it because he did.
He did that last year.
You can't just keep saying, "Hey, this is on me. This is that. This is like that's not gonna work."
Chris Couch should be fired. Like game 4, and that's still happening. Like, I get he's not the special teams coordinator, but he's in charge of that department. And
We got 70 people on the staff. Go pick a guy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, get rid of him, put somebody else on it, because right now, 4 games later, anywhere, I just like he needs to hire around, and will he? We'll see. Like, he hasn't made that firing yet. He told them, yeah, leave. Which, I mean, I wish Colbert would have stayed. I think getting Billy G back. I liked Billy G's coaching, but I don't know. Billy G just ain't what he was back in the 08 days.
I don't know, man. But I want to get more out of this presser.
Yeah.
So I see you're saying here on 3 says they don't stream road game pressers.
Yeah,
I thought watch Utah though.
They said they don't. They're like Florida doesn't live stream their away game pressers. That's what one of the beat writers said.
Yeah, we'll have to wait till Monday.
But I'm gonna let you guys get some people in here. I'm just checked out for the rest. Like, I'm gonna still cheer and do what I need to do, but my blood pressure is too high for this shit. Like,
I feel that, buddy.
All right, you guys.
We appreciate you coming on, man.
Yes,
yeah, man,
sir.
thank
Have
you.
a good one.
Later, buddy.
What's
Austin. Been waiting a minute.
What the hell? What happened, Austin?
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ripped up the little note that says, don't lose my shit on Billy today. I ripped it.
Every right to do so. Look, again, this is where I'm at. I'm on the same boat here with, you're allowed to kind of be. I think they've given up any hope for defending. So, and Auburn over here looking like I'm gonna talk shit about Auburn. They're about to beat Georgia. So there we are with that.
We know Georgia's second half team.
Yeah, I don't know. I was watching that and I was sitting there thinking how low my life has gotten if I'm cheering for Auburn football right now just to get a win out of my Saturday.
It's tough, man.
It'll get better.
I hate being in this position. It sucks too because obviously I love doing the show, and I think success of the team helps with the show because obviously people want to hear when things are going well. Nobody wants to listen when we suck,
right?
So it's just a lot, man. It's brutal. I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
My only thing, and I'm gonna let you guys go or whatnot, but my only thing is we keep Billy one more year. Let him get DJ in. Let him get a few more of those top recruits in, but I don't see him being anything more than a runs-up. And I hate to say it like that because I went into the season going, all right, year 2, we'll get it figured out. We lose to Utah, but those were manageable things, and that was on him. Then you sit there and you look at how we finished the game against Tennessee, but it was still a win. So it's like, okay, that's, I can forgive a bad performance in the second half. You look at Charlotte. Hey, fundamentally, we are not doing good. We have over 70 coaches, and we keep making fundamental mistakes. So is it we have too many coaches and nobody listening, or is the information being overused and the players are thinking too much?
That's a great point. Again, having that many coaches, this should be this is the stuff that should be dialed in, just basic stuff. But what is it? Is it an information overload? Is it there's too many people involved, too many different messages going on? A lot of
too many
question marks,
Chiefs,
man.
Too many Chiefs, not enough Indians.
I think we'll get more from the Monday presser than we will this presser. If I had to guess, he'll be back home. All the beat writers will be there. They'll have a day to sleep on it. They'll have a day to go watch everything, and then bring the heat. So be prepared for that Monday presser to be spicy.
Yeah,
I had to guess.
Guys, run. I just wanted to sit there and stop in and say hi, even on the bad days.
Look, that's what it is, man. It's about sticking to it. But I appreciate you waiting and being patient, man. Thanks for calling in too, Bo.
Absolutely. See you guys.
See you, buddy. All right, Terrell.
How you doing, man? Good afternoon.
Been better, buddy. How are you?
You and me both, man. I'm a long life Gator fan since 1993. Right, so this is a hard day for me. I still believe in Billy Napier. My only thing is, right, I watched Colorado play. Even though we're expecting to lose, they put fight out there. They could score points. It seems as if I feel like we got a better overall team. Like we have a more talented skill position, I would think. Maybe not as good as a quarterback and Shedeur Sanders, but at least Deion allows them to go have fun, throw the ball 50 times. If you're gonna lose, you're gonna lose. Don't go lose running 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Like, this is not Nebraska from the 1970s, 1980s, early 90s, right? We need to be a little more explosive on offense. And my last point before I leave, if we do fire Billy Napier, I do not want another Nick Saban retread. I don't want an offensive coordinator from Billy Napier. Nick Saban. We done tried that with Jim McElwain. We done bring in who's the defensive coordinator we got rid of in 4 seasons? Will Muschamp. We got rid of Muschamp. Then this is the third one. Let's try something unorthodox, somebody out the box, somebody we never heard in, like we brought in Urban Meyer. Like, let's just try some new blood. Let's not use the retreads who come from that Nick Saban tree, because only one of them been successful. That's Kirby Smart. He's the only one who's ever taken any team from what they were to national prominence. So that's my piece. That's all I got to say. Y'all have a wonderful day.
I appreciate you.
Well, damn, Terrell, thank you for calling in, man. I think Dan Mullen was that kind of that spunky hire outside of the few, but well, that's one hell of an entrance.
One hell of an exit too.
Yeah, I mean, geez, I think that was good there. Well, boys and girls, rough one.
500, 600 plus people in here, though.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
I'm glad that we can come together and kumbaya as best as we can. It sucks. I hate it. We'll have our show tomorrow. I'll have my noon show recapping this a little bit more, and then we'll have our Sunday night show. Cody and I recapping all of college football. But I'm crushed right now. I feel like someone's sitting on my chest. Oh wait, Jacob's here. Jacob, go. What's up, man? Yo.
What's going on, man?
You tell me.
Hey, man, I just want to know, like, for the people that are talking about, Billy Napier should hire an OC and just give him one more year. So if he can't call the plays, how can he manage play calling? If he's not managing the play calling now, what is hiring an OC gonna do? That's all I want to know. I take my question off the air.
He is calling the plays right now. So, okay. Well, I'll preface it. He's calling the plays right now, and everybody's feeling is that he has way too much on his plate, right? And if you have an OC, you let the OC do his thing, and don't conflict him. Just like he doesn't walk over to Austin Armstrong and tell him how to run the defense. So, that's it.
Boys and girls, I appreciate you, the ones that called in. Appreciate the ones that were patient. We had a list. I love it. So we do this. Kind of get to vent this thing out. It's gonna be a long week. It's gonna be a long week, my boy. Cody,
I tell you, still a Gator.
I mean, yeah, you got to be. It's just.
I feel. You know what? I feel better. We got a lot of different viewpoints.
I don't.
Well,
I'll feel better tomorrow.
You'll feel better tomorrow. Well, let's just sleep on it.
Maybe.
Yep. You'll get some good college football in you.
Maybe.
You're gonna take a breath. If Auburn beats Georgia, you'll be hyped about that. It's okay.
I don't know. I won't be hyped for that. That's not gonna
Carson
be good
Beck
either.
still looks like Sid the Sloth.
I know. Vandergrift's gonna take his job by quarter 3. Boys, be girls. Love you guys.
We love
be good.
you.
Thank you.